Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Simming in Oz and this is creating the Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers for my Harry Potter save. We are starting off with Dolores Umbridge. I'm so excited. She's so evil. I couldn't wait to make her. I was so torn between keeping her toad-like and keeping her just so punchable and just smug looking. So here we are. I am starting off with her face, and I probably spent, of all the Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers, the most time on Dolores Umbridge's face because I just wanted to get it absolutely perfect. Start out with some pink, some very wide face, so it's very thin eyebrows that just arch up. I was going for smug, I was going for teetering, like she could break out into giggles any moment, and just have her looking as smiling and as just awful as possible. Like, you could see yourself just punching her in the face because, God, don't we all just love to hate this woman? I wanted to give her a very Karen mother haircut. I actually gave her the same haircut as the Petunia Dursley because that haircut is just iconic and I just felt like it was so appropriate for both of them. I didn't want to give her any freckles or any moles or anything. I just wanted her to have a very plain face but have her features speak for themselves because they are very distinct features, so I didn't feel like any ornamentation was really needed. The makeup, the wideness, the cheeks, the nose, the smiling eyes all speak for themselves, and I really liked how it turned out. I gave her some blush and I wanted to keep it very in theme and pink, but I was also conscious her clothes were going to have a lot of pink in them as well. And I didn't want to quite overdo it at this point, but I didn't have to worry because finding her outfit was so hard. Because Sims, if you hadn't noticed in the last few years, it's gone very pastels and very light colours and everything. And the hard colours of yesteryear, where there was fluoros, there was hot pinks, that is a long time ago, I'm afraid, and finding those colours within The Sims 4 right now is a bit of a challenge. So I had like a 20-minute scavenger hunt through The Sims 4 catalogue to find some pink clothes that actually matched and fit into the Harry Potter save world. So of course, I gave her some pink fingernails, I gave her some light clothes. I like that I broke up her outfit a little bit with some lighter pink tones and some white. I didn't end up giving her any tights or anything, but I did try to make her as a little bit stocky, and I think she turned out lovely. I love her so much. I can't wait to see her walking around. I made sure, of course, to give her the snooty walk, and she's just fun. I believe also she has a really high-pitched voice, so you can just imagine it all coming together. For her personality, I think I gave her the perfectionist, proper, and of course the hates children trait. I almost made her evil. Actually, you know what? I think I did make her evil in the end. I cut away the hates children trait and just made her general and evil because she's an asshole to everybody. Now we move on to the man, the sweetheart, the legend, the pirate of every working mother's heart. Oh my God. So in my mind, Gilderoy Lockhart is basically the hero you see on the cover of romance novels. He's just so vain. So as you can see, my Gilderoy Lockhart is a little bit different to the one in the movies. It was very specific. I wanted to give him this is the kind of guy who would show up on your TV screen in movies. He almost looks like he's got plastic surgery. He has these gorgeous blue eyes that almost look unreal. He's also got smiling eyes, very pouty lips, and everything about his appearance is tailored to make you think of an attractive hero of legend, when in reality he's just a garbage human being. So I went back and forth on the colour of his hair. In the movies, he does have this gorgeous strawberry blonde hair, and it's almost a mix between red and gold, but I just had to go back and forth a few times before I settled on something. I wanted to give him the lovely square jawline and the arched eyebrows. I was very specific in that I thought his eyebrows should be made to look like he gets them plucked regularly, and just the lightest touch of regrowth and a beard, just to give him the hashtag dashing look. Oh, I love this man. So with his physique, I also went in a similar vein. I gave him muscles, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this guy just gets some enhancements. He already looks like he has plastic surgery. So yeah, we're just gonna see how we go with that one. I gave him some, I believe, some light body hair because, you know, fitting into the romance novel persona. I even believe I would go back sometime and I give him makeup, just the slightest hints. Oh my gosh. So I gave him the lightest bit of lip gloss and some contouring and a mole and eyelashes. And I just thought, yes, this is perfect. For his everyday wear, I wanted him to look like the personification of the word dandy. It's just someone who's ostentatious, puts a lot of stock in their appearance. So here I am with his light makeup. I think the lip gloss honestly just makes it, because of course this man would be running around in some kind of shiny chapstick just so his lips could stand out for his best smile and everything. Oh, I love him so much. For his personality, I believe I gave him the self-absorbed trait, of course, materialistic and cheerful, because at all times he is playing a persona he is so cheerful in the day-to-day. Here's me finally settling on a final hair color for him. I just went with brown. I felt like it was just the best type for his persona. And then we move into Remus Lupin. Now, this was a bit of a challenge, honestly, because I feel like I strayed very far from what he was in the actual books, and particularly the movies. In the movies, I don't know, no offense to the actor, but I couldn't quite just see the character within him. Maybe I just wanted something a bit younger, because in reality, just in the way the law and aging works within the Harry Potter universe, they should all still look relatively young, but not so much, I suppose, in the Marauders case, because you got Peter, who's been running around as a rat. Sirius, for obvious reasons, has been having the fear and life sucked out of him by Dementors, so he's not looking great. And then poor Remus turns into a werewolf every month, and James is dead, so it's like none of them are going to look good. But they shouldn't look as middle-aged as they do. You can still look young, but look aged, and that's what I tried to capture here. So here we have Remus Lupin. I struggled with his hair colour. I've always imagined him with sandy blonde hair, but then I thought, am I making too many blondes in this one? I don't know, I just don't feel like the blonde in here suits him. So I gave him a very dull brown at the end. I did think about giving him some special eyes, but I thought, you know what, no, leave it until his werewolf form. For his personality, I gave him gloomy, bookworm, and I think loyal is... No, dog lover. No, loner. Oh my god. This is me watching back and I'm just cheating off myself. I gave him the dog lover and loner trait. That's interesting. So, well, it's done now. But I wanted him also to be very skinny. So he's got a lot going on with his body. So he's got the bite mark, which turned him into a werewolf. He's got scars, he's got muscles, he's got freckles, and he's got a lot of body hair. So anything that is going on with his body can be going on with his body. So I wanted him to have cheap, ill-looking clothing, like lots of layers, a bit Weasley-esque, honestly. Something that's patched together. He's got layers on. I wanted to give him some kind of jumper, and you can see it peeking through because I always imagine him in jumpers, and I just like that. For his rest of his wear, I think I just went seriously very, very basic. I don't think he'd have too much variety in his wardrobe. And I suppose I should justify the long hair. Look, this man does not have time to take care of himself. He's scarred, he's tired out of his mind, and I just don't think he'd get to the barber all that often to take care of his hair. I mean, you know, he hasn't quite got the money for a professional barber, and I like the idea that he's just got he's let his hair get a bit long and he's just thrown it back into a mini ponytail just so it's out of his face. He is the ultimate tired, sad, over it guy. Bless his heart. Oh, and this guy. So, Alistair Moody. I did these dark arts professors in no particular order, by the way. You'd think I'd be organised, but no, I just did them as they come. And Alistair Moody was fun. He was so fun because I love creating flawed people. And he was also really challenging because, as you can imagine, he has to be Mad Eye Moody. So I had no idea what I was going to do with his face, but I knew it needed to be really a mess to look right. So he's very wide. His nose is all kinds of weird looking. His mouth is almost scowly, like he's constantly smelling something bad. Sorry, Narcissa. And he's just constantly tired looking. I gave him a bit of eyeshadow around his eye to give him the effect of being tired all the time. He takes his job very seriously. You'll also got light scarring over his face, some pimples, sorry. I also gave him some burn marks. There's a very prevalent burn mark over the left side of his body. And here I am doing his eyes. Oh man, look at them. I tried everything until I finally found something that was right. They're very sunken in, and they're wide in a way you wouldn't expect. They're wide on the bottom, not on the top. On the top, he just looks tired, and then the eyes themselves are quite small. So he always looks like he's at once wide-eyed, very tired, and suspicious. And then his eyebrows are just things that live on his face and just do whatever they want. For his personality, I think I gave him the paranoid traits, certainly. Oh, here I am. I gave him the monocle because, you know what, I just wanted to give him something. So, you know what, he has that thing in the movies, and I thought, you know what, we'll pay homage. And with his body, as I'm doing in the moment, I wanted you to think stocky when you saw him, and I didn't want him overly scarred, but he's just lightly scarred, with a little bit of burn going on over the left side of his body. Something's happened. He's fought Death Eaters. He's probably gotten burnt once or twice. He does share the same outfit with Hagrid, just because I love this outfit. It's so dirty, and I love the trench coat, and I feel like, yeah, they can wear the same thing. It has to have some variation in colour. So he's very wide and stocky and grumpy. I gave him nosy because he's, you know, checking things out. He's also loyal, but he's deeply paranoid. And I love him so much. Look at him. Oh, he's my boy. And then, look, he's not the most exciting. He was here. He started off the story. And here we have Quirrell. I don't think I've ever pronounced this man's first name in my whole life, and I struggled, and I wasn't actually sure I was getting it right. I had to Google what his first name was, and then I felt really sorry for him because it's a really awful name. So he wanted to be pale, he wanted to be long, a few moles, lots of face going on because I knew he wasn't going to have anything, you know, hair-wise. He just had the turban, so very long, skeletal in a way not even Voldemort is. Honestly, this man is unhealthy. I gave him just tones of just unhealthy, not taking care of himself. He's had Voldemort living on the back of his head like some kind of leech and parasite. And then for his clothes, I just wanted to give him just, you know, basic wizarding wear that would match the turban, and I think we got that. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I had a blast with these guys. I was so looking forward to making them, but thank you so much for coming along. Bye-bye!